Hello. So I'm trapped in my chair like a throw pillow. I was able to, it was like loco with the timers and the fleeting, fleeting moments to get downstairs with 3 bags of garbage and take it out. Just carrying it because I don't have a lot. There was these screaming, hollering, yelling Hispanic Mexicano construction workers. They're always here. Look, I lived through this fucking shit. I'll never forget this fucking shit. Trust me, folks, if anyone's interested, you'll hear about it. All I gotta do is look up my little notes and, oh, do I remember? But today there's all these Mexicano, Hispanic male construction workers, loud, they're just like the white ones. Nobody can shut the fuck up around here. So loud. And then when they see me, mira, there they are. Mira is the Spanish word for look. They get louder, screaming all this Espanol. Now remember, the men on the planet that have no respect for women, Mexican military, you know what I mean, are Asian men, and this is not in rank, this is just coming to a head, Arabic men, and Spanish men. They're some of the fucking worst. Okay, the Mexican military knows what I mean. They have respect for women. They love their daughters, and they encourage their daughters to be rocket scientists, go to the moon. They would spend every dollar of their money they earn in Mexico, the Mexican military, to see their daughter become a wizard in rocket science. They know what I mean. So that's what's surrounding here. The rest of them, the other crowd in the world, the planet, they're not as pig-headed with women, but being a woman, I know what I'm talking about. There's a point where they're just blank. They just don't see anything but a female. No matter what, I could levitate. But don't forget, I walk around through all these poisons. It doesn't process with these men I've just listed. You can fucking float and fly around. You're still a woman to them. So they have their heads up their ass, yeah. They should have their balls cut off and shoved in their mouth too, yeah. It feels good to say it, you're right. Fuck, it would be nice, but don't do that crap. No, if you're that violent, my God, you gotta go to a fucking nut farm. The people on the street are that violent. They need to fucking lock these people up and put them in a fucking nut farm. And did they ever do it? No. I can't talk about anything I'm witnessing here. No, I know. I've been very cooperative with that, but that's my angel who created me. The very angel that has it so I go diarrhea with all these deadly gases. So I don't, look, I have to. Don't talk about it. It's my angel telling me that. Don't fucking talk about this place. But I am allowed to talk about the screaming loud Chihuahua, Espanol, Mexican Espanol, shout, Chihuahua men out there making fun of me, laughing at me. There was 2 white females. One of them started saying, crazy, crazy. So the town, the gringos and the cartel yelling, they're sick individuals. I'm like, okay, why don't you come on in here? Precisely when they're gassing people and slither down the wall. It takes about 30 seconds longest at max, and say crazy as they're slithering down the wall, dropping dead from this gas. As I hear you either shit or fart after you're dead, after you've slumped down, after you slivered because you fell back because it hits your nervous system and you lose control of your body. I know exactly how some of this shit works. You go unconscious and you die. Come tell me I'm fucking crazy, you fucking loudmouth whites cunt. On SN 15th. That's just some of the chemical weapons, and I've seen it all here. Witness to how they kill the human with the gas. Oh, I've seen it all, and I run around and go diarrhea through every last one. So, okay, we got the screaming loud Chihuahua men, we got the screaming loud white girls, and when they took the garbage out, that's the town I live in. I'm allowed to say that I did go diarrhea from chemical weapons gas today before the guy came in, the man that I prayed for. Yeah, he's a terrorist. Yes, he's a bastard. I said what I said, my prayer stands. I got sick, had to race, wasn't surprised. They had entered in. I was filming at the time he came in. It's all documented. But what I'm to say is ever since that, I've been stuck like a throw pillar in my chair. Can't move, can't do shit, can't breathe, can't walk, can't talk, can't. Sit here. Just forget it. I got about a gazillion dishes just piled in the bathtub again because there's nowhere to fucking even try to survive in here. And all that I'm looking forward to is a gang of police coming in and using everything in here against me to say I'm loco. And I imagine all those people dying, dropping dead from chemical gases. I did. One after the next, huh? So, okay, Mr. Police Officer, when they were upstairs in bathroom floor 3, gassing the living fucking life after me, after I heard them march in because they were loud and proud, then they would light up the gas, and then within about a minute of the gas, they got gassed, and that's how, Mr. Police Officer, I've witnessed all this pissing on themselves and shitting on themselves and slumpering and all that. And Mr. Police Officer, that happened all the time upstairs in the hallway. Is that my imagination? And let me throw this one at you, Mr. Police Officer. What about that day you all barged in here and you hauled me off to your fucking hospital, declaring that I was imagining this house? What about the gang of them that died underneath my feet? Right in that compartment area that your construction men carved. I've never talked about that one on the internet. It's been completely forbidden. There's a good 3 of you underneath my feet that day. Right by the window, right conjunct to 1507 where I witnessed a torture and homicide. Mr. Police Officer, the whole room I was standing in before, about 10-15 minutes before you all came in and physically arrested the witness to terrorism, false arrest, which I'm suing you for, about 3 of them, the gas just raged. It was what I call the Saudi gas, the Navy gas, U.S. Navy gas. All 3 of them, they were working on the floors. Look, I was standing right over it. I'll never forget it. I've been so forbidden to talk about that chemical weapons attack that let me do a special video just dedicated to it. Anyways, I stood right over them as they were digging and doing everything you think on the floor. It's such a big deal, that one. I'll film, I'll point, I'll describe, we'll do a perfecto video for that, Mr. Police Officer. Okay, and then so they all just died. I was yelling out, gas, I'm gonna go diarrhea. The gas lasted about 2 minutes. Silence. I heard one go plump down. You hear them drop with the gas. Yeah. So that's all my fucking imagination, Mr. Police Officer. Mr. Police Officer, you and your fucking disgusting presidents are in power. Yeah, I'm the little guy. Yeah. Okay, so you go ahead and you write history here, okay? But so when I went out today, ever since this male vacated the terrorist compound, I can't really say what time. I can't talk about all this stuff. There was this Chihuahua man barking Espanol and the disgusting cunts screaming about crazy women as soon as they saw me. It was so deplorable. I'm like, you fucking people, I walk through chemical weapons. You really don't care. I'm not surprised, actually, no. I mean, you guys party around cannibals. I imagine that too, right? Every single last time was just a figment of my imagination. All that stench, all that screaming, all that stench of dead bodies, all those homicides. Oh, and then the smell of cooking the human remains after, all in sequence. It's something I fucking dreamt up. I dreamt that up. Fuck you, DC police. I will never forget you. And you know what? Why do you keep chasing me around? Because you're all putting me on Skid Row. I don't even have any money to get out of here. I can get out of the terrorist compound, but I can't get out of your fucking police jurisdiction. Your fucking cops here have kept me so broke, they want to play the game here. Let's take the terrorist cell for ours in our courthouse with our Shiite cannibal hijabs. Let's take it. Because I retain a lawyer, because you are obsessed with your cops and your courts here and your terrorist compound, I can give myself some time to get out and get another place to go. But guess what? I can't afford to get out of the jurisdiction of that very police department that kept trying to kill me in this house, that murdered people in front of my face in here, that engaged in this chemical warfare I'm testifying to now. Can't get away from them. I would love to get at least a good couple states away. My dream was get to Massachusetts, get away from this area. But these scumbag people in America just couldn't stop. So I could get out of here, I know I can, and find another little home to move into, a home, sweet home. In rags, yeah, all by myself, yeah. Witnessing endless chemical weapons attacks, witnessing all this all alone. Yeah, well, that's what's happening. There's a facts on paper. I can give myself to board and shelter, paid rent, pay the rent, more rent to more scumbags to pretend this didn't happen. She just imagined 5 years of living hell and Jacob's ladder. She just imagined it. Stand firm on that, DC. Stand firm. Take her rent. Take her money. But I'm still stuck in the jurisdiction of the very same fucking killers. To pull up to my house. Boop, boop. There she is. Go get her there. God, I would do anything to get a couple states away from them. Can't. What this is here is it's called state-sponsored terrorism. What this building is that I'm sitting in is called the town terrorist cell. What you saw with all those judges and all those lawyers was state-sponsored terrorism, claiming their town terrorist cell. That's all there is to this. So, ever since the mail left, and my prayer for him stands, I've been just stuck on my chair like a throw pillow. Forget doing those dishes. Just wait for the cops to come up here and say, I got some problem, and I'm the terrorist, and look at the dishes. As I sit here trapped in my fucking chair. It's too fucking dangerous to leave my room. It's too fucking dangerous to even fucking walk around. Every fucking day almost like this. I can't report the dead bodies. I can't report the chemical explosive weapons. Once again, I'm silenced. The only thing I can say is I had to race to the bathroom today. I was poisoned, before he came in. Yeah. I can't make statements about if I was poisoned before that. Nothing. No, don't talk. Just sit here, take our shit. Stay by yourself. No one's going to help you. They're not even going to give you money for the fucking bus. Don't ask for that. Go pay rent somewhere else. We'll keep watching. And you will. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, people. This is what it's like when you have a state-sponsored terrorism, okay? This is what it's like. People like me, they want out of the picture if you haven't figured that out. This is their town terror cell, and they have claimed it. I can get enough money together, or I'm not even worried about that, to get into another rental. But to get away from the cops who are engaged in the terrorism, no, I'm still stuck in their jurisdiction. I can't get away from the terrorists. Do you understand what I'm fucking trying to say? Thanks for nothing, America. Thanks for nothing. Okay. So, doing my dishes, doing my laundry, doing anything other than sitting in my fucking chair is never going to ever end until the day I walk out of here. It really hasn't stopped. There's been a few days I could get some things done. It hasn't stopped. They just keep piling in. The combat, the physical combat I'm a witness to is mind blowing. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. For the time being, I will cooperate with that. All right. The shit I witnessed here. Lucky for the cops in this town, I'm still in their jurisdiction when I leave. Good for them. They're so glad. I know. I can see them laughing right now. Yeah. What fucking scumbags. With your yelling white women and your Chihuahua Mexican men. What fucking creeps. I know. That's the town. Do remember the Mexican military are not the type of men I'm talking about, but your Asian men, not. Just figure out what I mean. I can't. I'm already 8 to 15 minutes. I cannot explain to you everything on the planet if you're so inept. God help you. Arabic men, Asian men, and Latin men are the worst men for women to have to deal with. Figure out what men I mean. Figure it fucking out. And I'll give you a little help with closing with this. The Mexican military, when it comes to Latin men, are not the men I'm talking about. So you're on your own with thinking hard, okay? Goodbye.